All right, August 13, 2021, my second wife, Angel, called. The call lasted about 5 seconds. I'm not able to always hear what the other person says unless I press a little button that says something about private mode. Use private mode or something. So you actually have to answer the phone with your phone to the ear, just like that. Okay? Just like you would answer a phone, right? So you can get those first few seconds until it switches over. So when I answer the phone, I say hello, 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 until I can hit the button to switch it over to the speaker. Very difficult to understand. Very difficult, but that's what happens. So the phone call goes through, and I can only hear it on the phone. I can't hear it through the speakers yet until I press a button that says use private mode. I don't know why. I don't understand it. So when I answer the phone with the phone to my ear to hear the first few seconds until I press the button. And then I can hear it over the speakers throughout the car, through the stereo speakers. It's great, but you got to go through a process to answer it. It doesn't switch over on its own. You have to choose to listen through the speakers. I think that's backwards, but that's my opinion. Okay, some people like that because they want to answer the phone, right? They want to answer the phone. Some cool horses, right? They want to answer the phone. Okay? So I say hello, hello, hello a few times. And then I switch it over. There's a reason for that, okay? Because I can say hello and I cannot hear what the other person's saying. Because it's not on the speakers. It's on the phone. Then I switch it over. It's a Bluetooth issue. It's a technical issue. A technical issue that has to be dealt with until they figure it out. That means if someone calls me and I accept the call, and I can accept it through here, or I can accept it through here. The phone call goes through. I cannot hear them until I press a certain button on this screen. Then their voice goes out through a speaker somewhere within the car, and I can hear them speaking. To me, that's confusing, but that's the way it rolls. So I can do it where I answer the phone and I say hello, 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 and then I switch it over, and then we can hear each other. So it starts off one way. Okay? It's real confusing when I get a phone call. But I get the phone call and I can switch it over. This is really interesting. We've got a unicorn right here. It's a unicorn. And then we've got some horses right here. Those are horses or horse heads. A couple of horse heads. And then in the front yard, really kind of Christmassy, we've got ourselves some deer. Those are deer. Well, we begin this September 22nd of 2021 in Lewisville, Texas. We're going to see if the vultures are out today on the power lines or the electric towers. And no, they took off. So usually they're right there. I'm Cole Spivey with shows such as the Please Subscribe Show, and the Cole Show, which is also CS, which I may be developing a new name. CS is stands for my initials, Cole Spivey. Oh, got some ducks. Hang on. It was just the duck sign, but still it counts. So, didn't see any Jordan the Lion or Adam the Woo today. So I guess they took the day off. It's the 22nd, so I don't know what that means. But other than that, I'm just probably going to end up somewhere in North Lake for food delivery right now. Maybe Fort Worth area. I sometimes will go there. Other than that, I was thinking about maybe a new song, but I don't know yet. I'll have to wait. Usually the lyrics kind of creep up on me. Linda's busy with a new job, so she's no longer at Kroger. She was at Kroger for a little bit. I don't know if you knew that. I kept it kind of quiet because Sprouts let her go because of the incident with the accidental cutting it with a knife in the kitchen. And so she's at one of her other jobs. It's within the food industry, basically. So we kind of work together. I drop off the food and she makes it in certain senses. I mean, that'd be cool if we could maybe do something like that. You know, make the food at home. I've heard people have done this. They've made the food at home. People bought their food and they've dropped it off at their door. Now, this is going on. It's not real popular, but it is happening. If you're a good cook, you can actually make the food from your home. It's home cooking. You get a delivery driver. It can be a friend or just, you know, someone you know. They'll drop the food off. There's going to be an app that's going to be created similar to like Uber Eats or, you know, any of those kinds of things that you can actually use. It's like the home cooking app. Food for Friends is kind of an imaginary idea behind that. You got one person cooking at home and then another person dropping the food off. I don't really know exactly on all the FDA regulations on that. You probably would eventually in the future, there's someone that show up that represents the app that you're using, and they would just, you know, probably inspect your kitchen maybe once a year or something like that. I don't know. So as long as you pass inspection the first year, then you're able to do it, you know. If you're not running like as Courtney Barnett says, a Breaking the Bad kind of lab. Well, she didn't say that, but she says it another way. But as long as the kitchen is relatively passing the FDA requirements, then you should be able to have someone cook for you, and then you should be able to deliver the food yourself. Kind of in a way, starting your own restaurant right in your own kitchen. Of course, you would want special equipment, and you know it would be a lot of work. You'd have to get special equipment and all kinds of stuff. And it might be something you just do for extra money. I don't know, but it's an idea, and I've heard that people are doing this, especially like with cookies, desserts, things that you can cook multiple amount of times. Anyway, gotta go. This is just an idea to throw out there. Happy September 22nd. The Angels lost yesterday, a couple days ago. The Stros beat them by 10-5. It's unfortunate, but I'm a Texan. I'm in Texas. So I guess that's a plus for the Texans. Well, no, not the Texans, but the Astros. First, I called them the Oilers, but they're actually the Astros. Anyway, y'all have a good day. So basically, you buy one, the other one's $2.19 each. So you buy one, get the other one for $3. You're buying one, get one for $1. Yes, they're doing Hulu Live TV, at least an advertisement for it, at the Circle K. I got 2 dogs for $3. I'm just gonna get one, but it's $2 for one. And you pay $3, you get 2 dogs. So there are the dogs right here. And I got one of these mango drinks because the other drink that I like, they have it on clearance, but it's hot. I mean, it's warm. So I'm gonna head off to probably the South Lake area first, since we're still on the tail end of lunch. And then I'll head back towards the Speedway. So I decided to drive and eat, but I put a little strip of mustard on it, just like a little paste, just a little taste of mustard. That's a good way of not spilling the mustard on your shirt. Let's do a little strip. It's almost like painting the dog with mustard, rather than, you know, squirting it on there and getting glob. You get the taste of the mustard. And then I just kind of, you know, just kind of did this. Is I took the packet of mustard like this. I've seen people do this before. And then I just kind of stuck it in my mouth like that. Right? It's a really good way of getting a lot of the mustard in your mouth, directly into your mouth, without spilling it all over your shirt. Then I get the taste of the mustard in my mouth, little paste of mustard, kind of like the visual of the mustard on the dog. You can actually see the mustard on there. You can taste it a little bit because you've already put the mustard in your mouth, using like sense memory in kind of in a way. Then you're taking a bite of the dog. I can still taste the mustard. It's kind of a trick you play on yourself. Get the mustard, you remember the mustard, taste it, then you put the dog in your mouth. The hot dog. This is a Gouda one. Anyway, in this type of delivery, you come across a lot of hot dogs because they're quick. You want some type of lunch, well, you grab a hot dog. Hello? I just came up with an idea. I think I'm going to switch the genders. And Adair Martin will be a female. And Allie Starlings, I'll change to Al Starlings. It seems to make sense when I change the names like that. So she slammed it really hard. So thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so Al Starlings is actually a male. And he would be the movie star. He would be the famous movie star. So it's about a female projectionist that's from the Fort Worth area that goes to Hollywood and meets a famous movie star, kind of like the Bradley Cooper kind of guy named Al Starlings. Well, he's into drugs and he gets her addicted and she becomes obsessed with him. So it's basically the same as the projectionist, only I'm switching the genders. So I'm making Adair Martin, Adair Martin. Maybe Adair can be a female name as well. She's kind of tomboyish, so she goes by Adair. They named her Adair because it was named after a relative. She's got a French ancestry. They do that sometimes with females. They'll name them. They'll give them. I knew a female named Mike. She's really pretty too. She was like a model. I think she was up to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. But anyway. Her name is Adair Martin. She'll be a female character. You switch the genders on it. It's actually, it could be a very good thing for the Me Too movement too, for the feminist movement as well. Pretty good idea. I might consider that. Suzanne got her drinks. Okay, we're right on Freeport and Esters. I'm gonna make a left right here. Right through this way. Sorry, it's a touch screen. And then I'm gonna hightail it back to South Lake before they can get me into Irving. Irving's just not the best, they're not the best tippers. So I'm in an area where I can get sucked into Irving. And in that case, I have to turn everything off, complete that delivery, and then turn the app back on to get back to South Lake. We're gonna see if we can get out though. I'm about Freeport Parkway, and then I'll pass Regent Boulevard, and I'll hit 635 right here. That's what we're looking at right here. And I'm gonna do a left and just haul it. I don't know why I do that. It just keeps me from like turning the app back on and off. And I don't mind doing like one delivery every once in a while for Irving, but it's usually low on the tip side. Don't know why, because there's a lot of affluent people in Irving, a lot of nice houses in Irving, but very rarely ever are the tips very high. I don't know why. Something about, I don't know, I was in a sermon one time at a church there in Irving, and the minister even talked about tipping. It was part of the sermon. He actually talked about tipping. It's like leaving a tip for somebody. Blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. I got the idea when he was giving this sermon is this guy doesn't tip very well, because he wasn't speaking very positive about tipping, I don't think. I don't know, maybe it was my imagination, but at the time I didn't take tips. I worked at a bank at that time. But anyway, wireless caller. We'll find out where they're from. And right when that phone call went through, I got one from Irving, so we're going to be dropping one off in Irving, and I'm going to turn everything off and then head back to South Lake. So Freeport's gonna pull me back into Irving. It's an Asian restaurant in Irving, and I'll do that drop. I went ahead and turned off the app. It's kind of what DD does when they zone. So that app, you have to be in a certain zone to even work it. But GHB, or GBH, I'm sorry, GBH, I guess is a better, GBH is what I say about it. I only give the initials to the companies. But GBH or GH, it's more like Uber Eats. You can roam anywhere. On Uber Eats, you can just roam around. You're not zoned. But DD zones. So if you like to dash, you got to pretty much be, you're zoning in that aspect. The other one is just your free form. I wish it was nationwide, or I'd probably go to California and do this in California. But I don't know the rules and regulations of turning the app on in California, even though a lot of it comes out of the Silicon Valley over there and San Francisco. I don't know the rules and regulations of how to, to get started if you're out of state. I think you can, though. I think as long as you have the registration and everything, I think you can. But I'm not 100% on GH or DD on that. But I know Favor is all over the place too. So it's always a possibility. I just don't know. I mean, California is very expensive. They've got a pretty big problem with Corona right now. They've got a homeless problem too. A lot of the parks are filled with homeless people and stuff. But they do this type of work there. I did go-between when I was there. So I was delivering packages. I don't know. I'd have to do the math, but I thought about if they had a nationwide one where it allowed you to work nationwide, so you can go into California and do delivery for a while, and then you can go back to Texas and do delivery for a while. If that's a possibility, and I know that's this case, I would consider that maybe, because I could go out there for just a month or two and do some vlog spots. There's the Grand Canyon, there's the Hoover Dam, which is on the way to California. There's also Avenue of Stars. There's that whole, you know, trail of vlog spots, you know, travel vlog kind of spots that you can do video logs of. I thought it'd be cool to do. They're going to drop some Indian food off to an IT consultant. Probably like right here where this guy is. Called Vitality Bowls, the superfood cafe. So there's a guy with some of it right there. So it's basically superfood. I'm going to find out a little bit about this superfood. Smoothies, juices, panini, soups, salads, and something called acai bowls, acai bowls, ACAI. Like have big smiles on their face because they're big fans. So anyway, I'm pulling in right here. I didn't want to pull in when that guy was pulling out, but they didn't care behind me. They wanted me to pull in. Anyway, we're gonna check it out. I was waiting for the other person to pull in safely. Hi. So what is superfoods? What's superfoods?
What are superfoods?
Yeah, what is it?
These little diagrams up at the top.
Oh, okay. What is that? ACAI?
Acai.
Acai?
Acai.
Oh, acai. Acai?
The pronunciation's right under the
Oh, acai. What is that?
It's one of our health food things.
Oh, it's a berry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an Amazon berry.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it for drinking?
We put it in almost everything.
Oh, anti-aging, antioxidant?
Yeah.
Okay. I have seen it like on, I've seen it, ACI, Aussihi.
Acai.
Acai?
Yeah.
That's very weird. Acai. I've seen it on, like cans and things like, I've seen it before. Like health food stores and stuff like that. And this is what they call superfoods. There's one called pitaya. Okay. Central America, mostly like a Central America drink. Supports the immune system. So y'all probably doing pretty good. It's pretty interesting. Acai. How do you say it again? Acai. What is it? Asian? Like Central? They're saying it's Brazilian? Or what is it saying exactly? Amazon. Okay, it's Amazon. It's an Amazon. So I guess it's on this continent. Because some berries are not over on other continents. Meaning it's a berry found here on, like this Central America or whatever.
It's more tasteless than acai though.
It's not as taste, it doesn't have as much taste.
Yeah.
So it's for blood glucose concentration. It reduces it.
Yeah.
Graviola? Graviola?
Graviolo.
Oh, graviolo. Graviolo?
Graviolo.
Graviola. Ola. Graviola. Oh, okay, Ola, like in Frozen 2. Graviola. Ola. And this is pitaya. Or pataya. Pataya. These are weird names. Pataya, graviola, or graviola. No, graviola. So graviola. There we go. Graviola, pataya, and acai. Acai. That is pretty amazing. Vitamin C's on the pataya. High levels of magnesium. Oh, it's for muscle. Okay. To relax muscles and stuff. This is pretty cool. Coffee and Vitality bowls. These are the toppings. So you've got everything from like coconut to kiwi, strawberries and berries, walnuts, all this kind of Amazon banana. Looks like maybe chocolate right here. It's organic granola. Raspberry. Kale is probably kale. Berries. I'm trying to think what this is. This is the apple. Pineapple. No ice, no frozen yogurt, no GMO, no added sugar, no added preservatives or trans fat. Those are for juice. So that's Vitality bowls. So if you want Vitality, you get one of those. You get a bunch of Vitality. So you have some Trump fans. Trump 2024 is what it says. These people do not give up. It's in several different yards too. I've seen maybe 20 or 30, maybe even this area. That one says Trump too, 2024. So that's what they're planning. Oh, they got the water. Well, there's Lozano's Pizza and Uncle Chin's, but we're getting pizza for a friend.
Hey, okay?
Yeah, you too. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
It's a nice little restaurant. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You can come and eat sometime in here.
That's exactly what I need is a lot of pizza.
Okay.
Was kind of being funny, but sorry about that. I'm trying to get the shot for you. There you go. Little tiny restaurant there. They're closed on Mondays though. You got some lasagna, and some Caesar salad, and something Italian. So what's interesting there is they don't really print the receipt. You just take a photo of the screen, which I thought was kind of cool. And then you can have the receipt emailed to you.